Okay, this is actually the last Sunday you guys got me this year. No tricks. This is last Sunday of the year. Sunday morning coffee. Everybody throughout the garage knows by now the losses we've seen. Good people come and go from our lives. Good people contribute to our lives. Those final goodbyes are always the worst. So everybody pretty much already knows. If you pay attention to me, there's a good chance you pay attention to Darren and Street Rodder. So I don't do loss incredibly well. I'm gonna let it go with that. We got one really great guy up in Canada. Last I knew was in the hospital in not great shape. And we lost one of our brothers. Definitely keep a spot and a place in your thoughts and your hearts for these folks. They're good people, and like any family, there can be squabbles and arguments and shit, but everybody always pulls together. Kind of a downer way to start Sunday morning coffee, I'm sorry. But there you go, I wanted to get that out. My heartfelt condolences to Milo's family, and my high hopes that HPR pulls through and gets to come home and give us some more videos. He's a knowledgeable guy. They're both knowledgeable guys, so check them out. Drop a message for him. Drop a message for Milo's Garage and his family. Drop a message for HPR. I got another friend. There was a small handful of people that were catalyst in me being interested in body work and restoration, and veered me off that channel. And the first guy that kind of opened my eyes to it, he was a neighbor of mine at my first little wrench turning shop I had. And he and his wife and family live over in Rock Island now. And they lived here for a short while trying to straighten out a mess their son had gotten into. And his name's Earl, and he owns Rock Island Service Shop, runs Rock Island Service Shop, he and his wife. They've been really good friends to me as well, personally. I knew them in physical person, and last I knew they were up to like 5 bypasses on his heart. So know this. Count all the small blessings in your life. It's the small blessings that make the big deal. The big blessings, the big things that people are concerned about. Finances, fashion, possessions. Those come and go. Those come and go. The scores are made up. And it doesn't matter anyway. It's the people. It's the experiences. Hold on to that. You people have given me some good experiences, and I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of introspective thought because of you folks out there in YouTube land. Some of you blokes I'll never get to meet, and that's kind of sad. Alright, let's pick up the topic where we left it off. Sunday morning coffee, where the fuck we at, right? Oh, lordy. Trevor, blue truck, blue pickup. He's got a Jeep. It's either a Chief or Cherokee that he's doing, an old one. He's dropping on a new drivetrain, new chassis. We're going to be seeing that. He actually needs the room in his shop to work on a customer's project. So that'll be coming in. Alright, so I got zinged. Thought you were quitting, motherfucker. Thought you were quitting. Thought you were done. I've fallen off the wagon the last... Last 3 weeks I've really fallen off the wagon. Okay. So there you go. I got my morning chain smoke out of the way. I was doing, at my very worst, I was doing 2+ packs of smokes a day. I'm down to about 1 in the last 3 weeks. I'm gonna start working on it again next week. I don't know. I'm not gonna promise that hey, I'm just gonna be a non-smoker. But I'm gonna work on it. Just if nothing else, for my kids' sake, for their well-being, for their peace of mind. We've had some pretty amazing holiday seasons so far. Me and the kids went to our first hockey game. The girl dragged us out. She's like, "You ever been to hockey?" No. So the Des Moines Bucks were playing last night, and we went and watched them lose 4-5. But it was still fun. I'm a little scattered today. So, in part of my normal schizophrenic ramble, it's going to be a little more schizophrenic than the standard norm, I guess. So bear with me here. We'll get through this together. Alright. Down to real business. The shop. Year in review. What have we done? Last year this time we were really suffering, suffocating, and struggling. Trevor Christensen came through with his blue truck. We started on it about this time last year. It took us all 6 months. And it was 3 months on a steady, heavy grind. We learned a lot. We wanted to shut our doors to this project, that project, anything else coming in, just finish what was on the floor. In theory, that's a great idea. In reality, you can never get caught up. You run a shop, you're never caught up. You're always behind. You're always scratching the 8 ball. You can't get caught up, because if you're caught up, you're not making any money. You're fucked. You're going bankrupt. You're not doing anybody, especially yourself, any good. We moved from where we were at. We turned away a bunch of work, right, to get stuff done. We stopped making money, right? We were broke. Worst idea of my professional career. We had to push one car out of the way to bring another car in to work on it. It got really to be an insane task. You spent half a day getting the shop rearranged. We got to that point behind my house, where I'm sitting now, my old shop, behind my house. And we couldn't work on anything. We got in the same position over there. And quite frankly, we got kicked out. We couldn't make our financial obligations. We couldn't make our financial obligations to our personal commitments, nor our professional, our shop commitments, Jeremy and I. So in essence, we went bankrupt right before we got kicked out. The guys over there, super cool, professional, compassionate people. It was probably the best thing ever to happen to us. We got pushed into action. We had to go do something. We had to land somewhere or shut the shop. If I had set the shop, it would have lined me up for lawsuits left and right. Because I would have been required to give back deposits and whatnot, right? And I don't back off from personal commitment, professional commitment. I make those things happen. No matter how late I may be, they happen up to snuff, up to the standards they need to be met at. So we moved, and it was good. It was a good thing. It was a good departure. Let me see. I'm talking with people on metal constructs, tables, baskets, jibs, all sorts of wild shit. I got a guy who wants to come in and sit down and talk to me about building a man basket, and I don't think it's feasible. OSHA approves a 10-foot basket. That's all you can have. He wants a 16-foot basket built. Then you've seen the baskets I build. Those comply mostly with your OSHA regulations. Closely enough that a few attachments, they're solid, they're safe, they're what they require. So I can stay in legal bounds there appropriately. Alright, so the next year I'm working on, I got it up here, it's scrambling around in here, and I got to get it forced out on paper. I actually have my college entrepreneur book out. I'm working on the business plan for this coming up year. I got an estimate for materials to build a hard booth with proper ventilation. Plus, I've got out someone I know builds industrial spray and cook equipment. Baking rooms and paint rooms and paint booths. So I'm getting a tear down composite of those costs involved in putting a booth together. I aim to have one of those this year. New series looks like it's blowing up pretty good. I'm very pleased, very happy that people like it. See a need, fill a need. I saw that there was very little out there. Not just the how, the specific what do I do now, but how do I get there? How do I set up to do that? And I want to go through and show the hobbyists how to get set up. We've gone over this already. I'm not going to draw this out. My big intention is in the next year to actually make the old shop behind my house into a hobbyist shop. I want to get a welder, a little sheet metal welder over here. I want to get some carpenter tools. Believe it or not, I'm actually a very skilled carpenter. I've got far more experience in carpentry than I do in restoration. But I want to get this shop out here set up. And I want to start shooting a series of videos, doing little projects. Woodwork, automotive work, just hobbyist shit. Stuff for fun, right? So that's the next year. My hat's off to you all. Thanks for coming out and checking it out. Thanks for the subscriptions. Just be good to each other. We'll see each other after the new year.